Hello YouTube, King Duke 91 here, bringing something a little bit different. My eye is fucking watering like hell, and I don't know why. Oh my god, it's so bad. But, a little bit of a different build. I tweaked it just a little bit, actually. I found a couple of skills that are kind of like super needed for this build to make it a little bit bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, like, there's probably a couple things that I could replace in it, but, it's a Fuji Forcer build. It's dodge with ammo bags and 22 concealment, and I have max dodge. I mean, if I put on Rogue right now, let me find it. Where's the Rogue perk deck? Rogue. If I put on Rogue, you'll notice that my dodge is 45. So, yeah, except we don't use Rogue, we use Grinder because health regen and 20 dodge is, like, perfect for this build. But the primary weapon is either the light crossbow or the heavy crossbow. Reason for that being, this build has crits, so yeah, but we'll get into that. And the secondary is the locomotive. The crossbows use explosive rounds, and in order to mod your locomotive, I don't use any special ammo on my locomotive. I don't use any special ammo because I like having 58 ammo. Barrel extension we put on the King's Crown compensator because that extra accuracy is really nice to have. For the gadget, we have on the tactical laser module, which I'm actually probably going to put on the LED combo instead. Yeah, let me do that really quickly. Remove modification, and we'll put on the LED combo. I really hate where that's located, but it's fine. No, I really don't like where that's located. So that's probably on the side, isn't it? No, it's on the bottom. Perfect. We'll put on the military laser module instead. But, alright. It's got... The barrel extension is a King's Crown compensator. Gadget is now a military laser module instead of this thing, because +4 accuracy is kind of nice. For the grip, we have on a rubber grip because plus more accuracy and more stability. For the magazine, we've got an extended mag for 2 extra shots. For a sight, yes, we do use a sight on this because it's kind of fun, but use a speculator sight because +4 stability. And you can precisely aim where you're going to, because the locomotive is your primary weapon. You use the locomotive for this build. You don't, like for the crossbow, you use that to crit things. So, yeah. The stock we have on the police shorty stock because more stability. For the upper receiver, we have on the shell rack because more ammo. Now we get to the build portion of it. In Mastermind, we have basic endurance because 100% more stamina. And now this is where the tweaking came in a little bit. I put on Combat Medic because after you've revived a crew member, you receive a 25% damage bonus for 10 seconds. So that's really nice because this build is all about damage. And when you're crouched, like, for example, I was crouched in front of a turret van and I was dodging its bullets like none other. I'm just crouched there in front of the fucking thing, and I'm just, like, dodging any incoming bullets that come at me. So, that's that. In Enforcer, though, we have Ace Transporter because this build does help move bags. It's a very helpful build, so you help your teammates move bags. Then we have Underdog Ace because when you're surrounded by 3 or more enemies, you receive a 15% damage bonus. And then when you're surrounded by 3 or more enemies, you receive a 15% less damage from enemies. So that helps with the fact that you're in a suit, and you also do more damage when there's a bunch of enemies around you. Then we have Tough Guy because I don't like having my camera shaking all over the place when I'm damaged by enemies. So that helps a little bit. And then we have Stun Resistance because no one likes flashbangs, and I like to be able to see. Then we have Shotgun Impact Aced. Not because of the weapon stability, but because of the Aced version. You deal 35% more damage with shotguns. So that's incredibly helpful. Then we have Shotgun CQB, which increases your reload speed with shotguns by 50%, so you can reload them faster, and that's really nice to have, and it's a must for this build. Then we have Ammo Specialist Aced, because this is an ammo bag build, so you have 200% more ammo. Then we have Fully Loaded Aced, because you get 25% more ammo, and then you pick up ammo at an increased rate. And considering we don't use custom shotgun ammo types, we are able to pick up that ammo just fine because we use basic ammo from our shotgun. And then, of course, we've got overkill because when you kill an enemy using a shotgun or a saw, you receive 75% damage to your shotgun and saw. So that helps a lot. If you headshot a cloaker with this active, you one-shot them. And then the ghost tree, we have basic Hatburger because you don't want to be taking a shit ton of damage from falling. So that helps out. We have Sprinter Aced because Sprinter Aced. I mean, the Aced version, your sprint speed is increased by 25%, and you have a 25% chance of dodging enemy fire while sprinting. So that's helpful. And then, of course, the basic, your stamina regeneration is increased to regenerating 25% sooner, and it's increased by 25% that it regenerates at. Then we have basic cleaner because 5% more damage against special enemies. That means like tasers, bulldozers, cloakers, all of them. So you do a little bit more damage against them. And then, of course, you get I grabbed Chameleon because I had one more skill point. You can put it in Martial Arts, SMG Specialist, Chameleon, or Dead Presidents. Put it wherever you want to. I just put it in Chameleon because it was Chameleon. And in casing mode, if I want to stealth, if I want to stealth it just a little bit, I'll fucking use that and mark them in cameras. And yeah, it doesn't really help with the concealment. But we have Fast Hands Ace because you can pack and interact bags 25% faster, and then it increases that by another 50%. So that's helpful. And then you get Shinobi because your walk speed is increased by 25%, and your crouch speed is increased by 10%, so you move faster. Now, over to the bullshit part of the build is the Fugitive Tree. In the Fugitive Tree, we get Thick Skin Basic because Steadiness is now increased by 10. So that's helpful. Then we get Hidden Blade Aced because I needed to ace something in this tree. I mean, I didn't want to fucking ace Thick Skin because we don't use a ballistic vest. And Hidden Blade is helpful because it increases your weapon melee concealment by 2. And then the 95% was just because I needed to ace something in order to get to the next tier, so I just aced Hidden Blade. After that, we have Duck and Cover. You have a 5% better chance of dodging enemy fire while crouching, and then below that for the aced version, you have an additional 10% of dodging enemy fire while crouching, which really helps a lot because I'll be crouching in front of a turret van, like I said before, and its shots will just be shooting me, and I'll just be dodging everything. And then we have Run and Gun Aced. You gain 10% additional movement speed, so you run faster, and your movement speed is unhindered while using Steel Sight. Now, considering we have a sight on our shotgun, that Steel Sight is helpful for the crossbow, considering you tend to move up in and out of cover while holding a crossbow when you're shooting tasers and bulldozers and shields and all that. So that's helpful. Then we ace Brother's Keeper because, well, thugs are annoying, and if they punch you, it can hurt, so let's reduce their damage. And then we ace Swan Song because, well, I needed something else, and Swan Song is actually incredibly overpowered. So that's really nice. So yeah, Swan Song comes in handy. And then we're going to do Sneaky Bastard first, yeah. Sneaky Bastard, aced, because 1% dodge chance for every 1 point of concealment under 35 up to 10%. So that's helpful because we have 22 detection on this build. And then we have Low Blow because of crits. Now these crits are incredibly bullshit. You gain a 3% crit chance for every 1 point of concealment under 35 up to 30%. That crit chance at 22 dodge, or 22 concealment, is 30%. Because of how I have it set up. It's incredibly stupid. And with the crits and a heavy crossbow, you one-shot bulldozers on overkill. I haven't tested this on Deathwish yet. Oh no, I have tested on Deathwish. It's semi-Deathwish viable. I'm probably going to be playing around with it a little bit more and fixing it, but making it more Deathwish viable. But as for right now, on Overkill, you one-shot bulldozers, and it doesn't matter whether it's a black dozer or a fucking green dozer. It doesn't matter. They're one-shot if you land that crit. Now, here's the thing about it. When dealing with Winters, for Hoxton Breakout, I suggest standing near the standing near where he comes in and just jumping and shooting over the railing, because you tend to do 3,000. If you have Poco HUD, you'll see a lot of 3,000s popping up basically Winter's leaves in about 2 seconds. So that's kind of fun. So yeah, Winter's leaves really, really fast. But yeah, I made this build on a complete whim, and it became tweaked a little bit, but it became something like this, and this is just bullshit. Not to mention, soon, shotguns are going to be being buffed, so they're going to be even stronger. I'm hoping that the locomotive will go back to being what it used to be, because the loco was absolutely amazing. I loved the old locomotive. I had an armor build. They used a loco and a rattlesnake, and I tried using it when I got my new computer, and it wasn't viable anymore because, well, overkill. Nerfed shotguns, unfortunately. But this build fixes those shotguns. Now, as for a melee weapon, you probably saw I was using the buzzer. The reason for the buzzer is the fact that, well, cloakers aren't really a threat, because if you use the buzzer, you can stun a cloaker mid-kick. So that's really nice. But here's the stats: 322 health. So that's that. 31 concealment. I don't really need the concealment. It's only the +1 is from fucking, what's it called? I think it's from Chameleon. Our speed is 40. We run super fast. Our dodge is 20. That is actually 75. No, not 75. 50% when you're in game. So your dodge is pretty good. Steadiness is 32 and stamina is 41 because like running. So yeah, that's this build. And yeah, this is the build I've been using a lot lately, so yeah. Anyways, tell me what you thought about the build in the comment section below, and I will see everyone in the next video. King of Duke 9 out. Peace. Later, guys.